All right.
Whatever happened to the night left short of you? How did Briscoe get it done? He had James Small to coach him on what to do. Here's what he said, how they won at Pocono. Pocono, Pocono, no, 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 no. Pocono, 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 no, 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 no. Remember, use the dirty air. Remember, and Hamlin won't get there. Remember, lift really early. Remember, and pray like you're a clergy. Remember, slow it down more. Touch the throttle so softly, softly we'll win at Pocono.
Oh, as you can see, every single Tuesday, the beautiful sounds of Mr. Pute Combs. Welcome on into our award show 2025. I am your host, Mr. Brian Owen, at the Brian Owen, along with two dapper gentlemen. I don't know which one looks more. Trey, we'll get to you in a second. I don't know which one looks more. You know what I do. Dalton, you are the most handsomest out of the four, so you are looking dapper, my friend. How are you, buddy?
Yes, I am dapper this evening. This is a very, very.
I thought he was going Godfather again.
I'm making an awful. Oh, that's terrible.
God, Trey, come on.
You come here and you disrespect me. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to the listeners. Okay.
This is. They. And I thought
people listening to their cars, please try to avoid the urge to drive immediately to the right. No, I'm good. I actually just came back from the Warped Tour in Orlando, so I am actually very tired. I was slightly hungover this morning, but now I'm here with all of you fine gentlemen. And we've got some awards to give out. I'm excited. I've got a suit and a bow tie on. I literally do not wear this bow tie except for this night at all for the rest of the year. So here we are, man. I finally get to wear it.
Fantastic. Another dapper gentleman at M_Massey22, Mr. Michael Massey. How are you, pal?
Hello. I'm doing good. I be in my suit and tie.
Okay, Justin.
So I'm here, and I'm not all Godfather like Dalton. Nobody came to me on the day of my daughter's wedding, but it's good to see you gentlemen again, and let's do this. Let's hand out some awards, insult some people, praise some people, have some laughs. Good time on the happy hour.
Just every single Tuesday, it sounds like. But this guy, usually we hear him on Thursdays on Bring the Heat, but we decided to reunite the crew. And we talk to each other every day in our group chat. But, we thought we would put the faces to the text that we share every single day. At TreyLau VT, I know this man has had a very happy Monday since he got a brand new football coach. You can hear that on his own radio show. He'll give more information there. Mr. TreyLau, how are you, bud?
I'm good. I'm rocking my finest Dale Earnhardt t-shirt that may or may not be between 6 + 7 years old.
7.
But probably even older than that. I'm pretty sure I was like 8 years old when I got this shirt, and I don't know how it still fits me. And, I'm wearing my NASCAR suit. Got the Earnhardt shirt, the Budweiser Dale Earnhardt shirt, and, a nice sport coat. So I'm I'm ready for the awards. I'm ready to present some awards or give out some awards.
I love
love-
that shirt a little too high.
I know. I will say it's not like it's loose fitting. It's pretty tight. This is all pretty
The beard masks it, so it's okay. It doesn't look too bad though.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah.
I like the feeling of you got a nice suit on, but you have a NASCAR undershirt, which tells me that you're formal, but you like to party too. And I respect that.
You know, in the
That's
words
hot.
of Cal Naughton Jr., that's how I envision
Mr.
my
Cal
Jeep.
Naughton Jr.
He's, you know, of course, in the front row of a Leonard Skinner drunk.
Leonard Skinner concert. No, hammer drunk.
We have some fun stuff coming up on here. So without further ado, let's just dive on into our first award of the evening. And one of our good friends or now should I say, retired from PRN, Mr. Mark Garrow. He's going to present our very first award of the evening.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Garrow of PRN. Our next category, you have to be a little feisty. So they thought, hey, how about getting an ex-pugilist to give us the nominees? Because not a half a lifetime, but a half a body ago, I was a 7-time boxing champion. And yes, it was a half a body ago. All right. Best fight, best feud of the year. We're going to start off at Martinsville and the Xfinity Series. In the spring, Sammy Smith, Taylor Gray. In the fall, Jeb Burton against Sam Mayer. Also in this category, Denny Hamlin, Michael Jordan duking it out with NASCAR in the courtroom. Going to be a barroom brawl there. Going to be kicking, scratching, biting before that one's all over. Also in this category, Carson Hocevar. And who is he feuding with? Let's see. Ryan Blaney, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. twice, Josh Berry, Zane Smith, Daniel Suarez 3 times in the same race. Got the old trifecta there. Michael McDowell, Ross Chastain, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch. Why don't we just say that it's Carson Hocevar? He's feuding with everybody in the field. So that's the category. You know, it's kind of macho. That's why they kind of, again, had me do it, because you'd never put Brett, Mike, Trey, Dalton, Brian in the macho category. Right, guys? Sorry, just wouldn't. But seriously, ladies, you're the best.
You know, Massey texted us saying that it was going to be an awesome video. Mark Garrow definitely.
If you want to hear one of his last conversations before he retired, check out an old episode of Bringing the Heat.
Nice
great
little
conversation.
nice little plug there.
He talks about his boxing career, and then I think he might have to do feud of the year every year, because when he joined us for the Ricky Stenhouse Kyle Busch fight, and it just led to him telling us like an hour of stories of him and how Humpy Wheeler would have boxing fights at Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Good stuff.
Yeah. As much as I hate to compliment you, that was a great interview. So
It was.
I was very, very proud of you. But without further ado, let's award the
Well,
first.
should we tell them how they're awarded?
Oh,
first?
yes. My apologies. This was from you on X, the Everything app,
Yeah, so don't get mad at us.
from
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and
The first 2 years we did this, we picked them. But you know
Yes.
what?
we let you guys, because this is your show.
We figured we're
technically
so
it's not, but you know what I
stupid that y'all should do it. So that's why we gave it.
We took this show and we gave it to you, the
Was
people.
Were you trying to be Borat there?
No.
Borat.
How was that Borat?
No,
Thank you.
no.
Thank you. Thank
Borat is very nice.
My sister, the number 3 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan.
Massey, do you know what that was from?
It sounds familiar, but I'm not putting a name to it. What is it? What is it?
Well, anyways,
Wait,
all right.
actually,
We
the-
can about the nominees.
Well, the award.
I guess it wasn't good. Sorry,
What
go
was
ahead,
it?
Brian.
Well, the
It's
award.
Bane. Dark Knight Rises.
Oh,
The award for.
I got it. Dalton, I knew it. I just.
Sorry,
The
I need
Brian.
to go like that first.
For the love of God, people!
All
This
right.
has been derailed.
What's wrong,
Anyways,
For the award for Feud of the Year goes to Denny Hamlin in 2311 versus NASCAR. So congratulations, Denny. Maybe that will be one of your many victories coming up.
We'll hand him a miniature plastic golden trophy, like at the courthouse. On the
Michael Massey will be there, and we will have some sort of Bringing the Heat content in association with that.
Might as well just announce it now. Michael Massey will be there for the first couple of days, and then following that will be Mr. Dalton Hopkins.
I literally just said that.
No, you said Michael. You did not add Dalton.
You didn't let me finish.
You know what? Let's move on to our next topic. This being...
We're not going to talk about the award?
I mean, we can. He's got 9 other ones to go through.
This is an award show. We should
talk
about why it won.
Trey, do you want to share your thoughts on this?
I mean, this could have been the story of the year. This could have been... but, I think the fact that when the public documents, and they're still coming out, started to come out of how each side felt about things and what... the financials part of it, it made, it definitely just was a feud that overtook, the entire season. And, well, I think there are some good nominees. And I think, being at the Sammy Smith-Taylor Gray incident and having Jeb Burton's, film guy that doesn't know anything about NASCAR show me the tape of Sammy Smith and Taylor Gray fighting, yeah, that was pretty interesting just because I was there. But overall, this is clearly, I think, the right choice.
Quick thoughts. We got to move along. Quick thoughts.
Because I thought that was going to win other stuff. I was going to
that's a good point too.
For the Sammy Gray, as we're coming to call him. The fight. They fought in the care center.
They did. They fought in the care center.
I've never seen anybody fight in the care center before. So that's a new high right there for NASCAR fights.
Dalton, anything you want to add before we move on into our second one?
All of them were very well earned. NASCAR had to address the entire field after the Sammy Smith Taylor Gray incident. So that was twice, actually. So if that doesn't tell you anything, what doesn't? What does? And then you have Carson Hocevar, which, by the way, when Mark Garrow listed off 8 different drivers that he feuded with, I forgot about half of them. So, yeah, I think that was a pretty good nominee too. But no doubt that Denny Hamlin and the court, the current lawsuit that's going on, there's no doubt that one takes the cake.
Let's dive on into our second award of the evening, that being our Silly Season Moment of the Year. Now, we were going to have this guy present the award, but we'd like to congratulate Mr. Davey Siegel for getting married this past weekend. So, unfortunately, he could not present an award, but let's clap it up for Mr. Siegel, him and his beautiful bride, Robin. We love it. Love it. Great people, fantastic people.
Yeah, you could say they were rocking this weekend.
I despise you so much. Yes. Trent. There you go.
There we go. There you go.
Thank you. So I'm going to present the nominees for Silly Season Moment of the Year. The first one is Connor Zillage going to Trackhouse Racing. The second one is Colleague Racing going to Ram. The third one is Daniel Suarez going to Spire Motorsports. And the fourth and final one is Corey Heim, not full-time in anything, ? And the winner of the Silly Season Award is Corey Heim, not going full-time in anything. Gentlemen, why in the world is Corey Heim not going to be full-time in the Xfinity or the Cup Series in 2025?
Well,
according to Reddit, and I'm just going to leave it at that.
No, Trey, no. Not what I sent you. We're not saying that.
Oh, my God.
Nope, that stays in the chat. No,
But clearly, Joe Gibbs Racing, because of a feud in the ARCA Series between Ty Gibbs and Corey Heim, he is locked out of a ride, whether it could be facilitated through 2311 at Joe Gibbs Racing, whether in the Xfinity Series. And then if you look at Sam Hunt, I think they got which would be the likely full-time spot. I think sponsorship just didn't work well enough. And I kind of like the moves that Sam Hunt made with getting, they're keeping Dean Thompson, who I think improved throughout the season, and getting a guy like Harrison Burton that I think raises the floor of Sam Hunt Racing. So you can't be mad at their moves. And then he just had the greatest truck season ever. He's not going back to trucks. So I think we know where he's going to end up in 27. Unfortunately, just because of the way contracts work, he can't get in the Cup right at 23-11 this year. But he'll have enough starts between the Xfinity Series, probably some one-offs in the Truck Series with Tricon, and whether it's a third Sam Hunt car that's just made by 2311, some Xfinity starts there, where he might not have a full season, but he'll race enough where he'll keep his reps going. And I expect him in the Cup Series in 2 years. It's why I would have picked. I wouldn't have picked Corey Heim. I think the most long-term impact of this silly season is what's going on at Colleague, because it's a whole new manufacturer entering the series, and you've already seen it affected. It's essentially going to affect 3 series already into this year, where Colleague is going to decrease their Xfinity presence. They're pausing it, as they said. We have no picture of their Cup drivers yet, which they haven't been confirmed. Because they lost their RCR partnership. You see RCR picking up new partnerships, whether it's through, I believe, with Viking Motorsports. And then you see Dodge coming into the sport. Well, that's going to be the most long-term impact, because you have an all-star car, which could feature, who knows, maybe a Cletus McFarland, maybe there's Tony Stewart and Casey Kane were rumored for that. Like, imagine if that happens. So I think Colleague and Dodge, just because that is the most long-term impact move that was made this offseason.
Yeah, I thought Ram as well, but the people have spoken. People voted for Corey Heim, and I think just a lot.
Which is shocking. He doesn't have a full-time.
It is shocking. Both are good. It's
a travesty. That's what it is.
It is. Yeah. Well, Corey Heim was a phenom this year. There's no doubt about that. But you know who else was a phenom? Connor Zilic. And he's going Cup racing next year full time with Trackhouse Racing, a winning race team. I am very excited to see what that team, a team that won 6 races in 2025. 5 of them were with their rookie, who is an ace on the road courses. Zilic is an ace on road courses.
You know what, Dalton? I'm gonna call my shot right here. Zilic will win multiple races next year.
I think it's a good bet. Yeah, yep. I'd say about 2.
I agree. That was my pick.
Let's bring him on.
I love it. Let's dive on into our third award of the evening, the Shit Show of the year. And what better to announce it than 2 of the greatest shit shows on this planet, RJ and Mr. Steven Mallozzi. Guys, take it away.
What's up, everybody? My name is RJ Starcevic, host of the Motor Stardom Show.
I'm Steven Mallozzi, NASCAR Craftsman, Truck Series driver, and former host of the Motor Stardom Show.
And we are honored today to present the Shit Show of the Year award for the French Stretch Awards.
Yes! Very honored to have this esteemed presentation in front of us. RJ, why don't you lead us off starting to talk about our first nominee? What is it?
Exactly. Our first nominee is the Martinsville Spring Xfinity Race, which we talked about a lot on the show.
I had some great opinions on that one. Our second nominee, the Daytona 500. What a riveting race that was.
A riveting race. That was a riveting one. Another one was the Atlanta Summer Race.
Yes, I don't remember that race at all. So I guess that says how good it was. And last but not least, Shit Show of the Year nominee award, Todd Gilliland getting locked in a Porta-John at Martinsville. So our award winner is...
Well, you forgot the 5th nominee. Hold on. Just getting it in. Your Craftsman Truck Series season.
What?
I mean, God bless him.
I knew those are the RJ. Perfect guys to present that.
God bless RJ for having to put up with Steven. And I love Steven. I really do. He's a joy, but oh man, God bless him. For Shit Show of the Year, that award goes to the Spring Xfinity Martinsville race. Guys, I think it it's pretty much obvious how big of a shit show that was when you had to have a full meeting the following week with all the drivers in attendance. Am I right?
When you got Austin Hill standing up the next week saying, telling people how to drive.
He's like,
Yeah. When Austin Hill has to tell people to not.
that was
be
the
too
most
aggressive.
interesting press conference I've ever been in. When you hear Austin Hill saying, after literally like pushing 3 cars out of the way so he could win a race and dive bombing in the final corner to win a race, saying, I drive with standards. I drive with this and that. And, I never wanted to do that to Justin Allgaier, so on and so forth. And yeah, I mean, it feels pretty. It feels pretty fitting that this wins the shit show of the year.
Let's dive on into our 4th award of the year, that being the Story of the Season award.
Brian has to process.
I do.
We
got
present
the
that
Gears
one
are turning.
right
The
now.
cobwebs have built over time, so the gears are like.
Thank
you.
Like,
need me?
unplug and plug it back in.
I have the
Story-
nominees.
I got it. It took me like 10 seconds. Good lord.
That's just a tease for the Christmas episode.
That was the Story of the Year award. The nominees are Dodge Ram returning to NASCAR in 2026,
Mhm.
the San Diego Naval Base race in 2026, ongoing lawsuit between 2311 and Front Row versus the NASCAR, and the playoff format change. And the award for Story of the Year, according to our producer Trenton Worsham, that is a great band too, the ongoing 2311 Front Row Motorsports lawsuit versus NASCAR.
So, like, when Massey goes to the lawsuit day one, do we give them 2 awards? Like, now we can give both sides an
Yeah.
award.
Yeah.
He walks up
But-
to both Denny Hamlin and Steve Phelps.
There
And
you
he
go.
gives them both
Hands him the award,
miniature
'cause
plastic trophies.
You know what? No, give it to Jim France.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I would
So have
love
them,
to see that reaction.
have them
Maybe
stand
like
side by
his
side.
pills are inside the little cup.
They
All
might be
right.
so thrilled they'll just drop the lawsuit. They'll be like, you know what? Why can't we just be friends? And then everything will be okay.
I thought you were gonna say drop the trophy. They're so
And
thrilled.
then
they
Jim
just
France
drop
will
it.
say, Denny, you know what? Here's a championship. Just you're the champion now. Here's the trophy.
I thought format ultimately should have been the
Mhm.
choice.
Yeah.
It just dictated too much of the conversation at the end.
Mhm.
I think it's going to win something in a second, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just teasing that.
Oh,
I didn't
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see what the end results were, but I know I'm pretty sure it was last place, but like I am so thrilled for the naval base race. You guys have no idea.
I think
Like,
that's
I am so
a
excited.
better. I think that's going to be
positive.
a win next year. Like
It will be a win.
Yeah,
I'm very
yeah.
excited.
Like it would be.
Of those 4, like
I
4
think
positive, 2 are negative.
if you had to
Mhm.
make favorites, like like if we're making betting lines, I think moment of the year, like the favorite of moment of the year going into the next season is the naval race, just
Mhm.
because it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
So
Let's move on to our next award of the evening. We had a lot of rookies / debuts, including yours truly on this podcast, Trey on Bringing the Heat as well. But it is not about us. So here are the
man, I
nominees.
didn't really dig you on Bringing the Heat for how many times I had to fill in for you.
You know what? Knock it off. That was a
Good
shot that was uncalled
Lord.
for.
He said
That was
debuts. I think
debuts.
Ryan said debuts.
Debuts.
It's pronounced debuts. Thank you.
Debuts. It's like
Debuts.
Des Moines. Des
Debuts.
Moines. I call it
Des
Des
Moines.
Moines. Yep.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Hmm.
Kansas. Let's dive on into our good friend from jski.com, Mr. Dustin Albino, who's going to present the nominees for rookie / debut of the year.
Hey everyone, Front Stretch alum and current J-Ski reporter Dustin Albino here to present the nominees for the best rookie season in 2025. Shane Van Gisbergen of Trackhouse Racing won the final 5 road course races this season and had the second most wins in the Cup Series in 2025. Connor Zillage won an Xfinity Series high 10 races, with 8 of those coming in an 11 race stretch. Gio Ruggiero won the playoff race in the Truck Series at Talladega in October. And finally, Brendan Queen won a series-high 8 ARCA Menards races and impressed in a handful of Xfinity Series starts with colleague racing. Let's see what the boys think.
I love Dustin. I told my wife, I'm like, whenever I'm with Dustin, it's like I have a bodyguard with me because, like, I know that he's always going to protect me because, he's like 6'10", like 250, and he's about to just snap someone like a butterbean. So shout out to you, Dusty.
What would he hit someone with?
Brian.
Yes, he would literally use me as a battering ram, like a hammer, and just going, bam! And so, yeah. With that being said, the award for rookie/debut of the year goes to Mr. Connor Zilich. Gentlemen, I think it was pretty much obvious that he deserved it. It's just a shame that he did not win the title.
I think SVG deserved an argument because he did it in the Cup Series. Like he flat out dominated, and it was just, I think it was one, like, he set historic levels of winning in terms of like margin of victory multiple times in the Cup Series. And in races against Connor Zilich. So that like he also but ultimately I think the fact that again Zilich probably had the greatest rookie season in this history of the Xfinity Series ultimately is the difference. But I think it's closer than you think because SVG did it in the Cup Series.
So
you had go ahead, Massey, go ahead.
I was just say I didn't think either of them just because they had already both won in their respective series. So I'm like, you're not. I mean, what they did was impressive, no doubt. But the guy I thought should have got it was Butterbean Queen because he came in out of nowhere, basically. I mean, Cars Tour champion, but to get in, and the way he did in ARCA, that's great, but it's ARCA. But to get in the colleague Xfinity car that nobody had done anything in all year, and he's out there running top tens, that was. To me, that was more impressive than, I could have won in the 88 Xfinity car this year. That thing was souped up. But, those guys, it's an expectation thing where I expected those guys to be great, and they were. But Butterbean, I didn't expect that.
Well, based off that argument, Raja Karuth should have no problem winning 10 races next year.
Whoa. He might. And if he doesn't, maybe
I don't think he will. Because I think Connor Zilich is a phenom. And look, I agree that he is. I think he barely gets it just because of the amount of wins and the record-breaking season. But to Trey's point, SVG had a record-breaking season too. The most winningest rookie in NASCAR Cup Series history. In the 77 years of NASCAR racing, nobody has ever done better than that.
We got 5 awards left for you guys. So let's dive on in here. If you're just joining us, this is the 2025 awards for FrontStretch.com. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Nolan, Dalton Hopkins, Michael Massey, and bringing the heat co-host and our guest for this evening, Mr. Frederick Lyle Jr. the Third.
Thanks.
You're welcome, buddy. With that being said, let's dive on into a guy that is really close with Mr. Trey Lyle. That being this man that is presenting Moment of the Year, the one and the only, Mr. Ed Lane.
The Moment of the Year. Daniel Suarez wins in his home country, Mexico. Josh Berry wins for the legendary Wood Brothers in Las Vegas. Denny Hamlin cost Bubba Wallace a playoff win in Kansas. An overtime restart cost Denny Hamlin his first ever NASCAR Cup Series championship in Phoenix.
Thank you, Mr. Ed Lane, Trey Lyle's very, very fantastic coworker and a good pal overall. With that being said, the Moment of the Year award goes to Denny Hamlin, denied in Phoenix. Gentlemen, I think that this was the correct call.
It's all you're going to remember from this year. It's all you're going to remember. Great racing season. but that's the note we're left on. And then also, like, we opened it up to the fans, and fans hate Denny Hamlin. So
it's also fresh. It's also fresh in everyone's mind. Like, that was the most recent thing that occurred this season.
Yeah, but that video of Hamlin, like,
in his car,
that Brian got when he was in his car, and TV got, and just that face he had, like, it made people root for Denny Hamlin again, you know. And so it's definitely something in which I just, it definitely hurts. I think it also embodies, like, in that moment, it showed all the flaws of this format, which again is why I mentioned we're going to hear this part later for another award. Like, I thought the format dictated so much of the end of this season, and it all kind of culminated with all the flaws that you see in the format. Culminated those last 2 nights, Saturday with Jesse Love winning and discrediting what wasn't, his career performance, and then second, while Kyle Larson was a deserving champion, it showed a flaw in a format where, a freak thing can happen that has this lasting impact. Where essentially 2 laps is the only part of the season that mattered.
Somebody's getting a call. I hope you answered it.
No, I'm not.
It's still going off. Someone's still getting a call.
I'm getting text from our boss, Tom Bolton.
Oh, good. Oh, good, Tom.
Oh,
Thanks,
Thomas.
Tom. You're going to be listening to this in about more than 24 hours.
Is he sleepy? Is he sleepy, Tom? Sleepy Tom does not know where he is. Sleepy Tom.
12, maybe 12-ish hours, 15 hours from now.
To Massey's point, it's exactly what he said. Is like, this is the moment that people are going to remember for a very long time. 20 years from now, Denny Hamlin losing the championship with 3 laps to go in his quest to win his first championship after 20 years of trying, while he's suing NASCAR, while he's in the twilight of his career, and while NASCAR is while there is heavy rumor that the format is going to change and everyone hates this format and blah 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 blah, so much emphasis got put on that one moment, and there's no doubt that that's going to be the one that people remember for a very long time. All the other ones also equally as not equally but also important. I wish we had some more positive ones. We had some positive ones last year, but we didn't really have any positive ones this year. It was kind of hard. So,
I think if Suarez won the Cup race, it would have been bigger.
It would have.
The fact that he did have one of the best performances of his career, the fact he was in a backup car, had to start at the back and went through the field and won that race.
Yep. And he wasn't supposed to win that race. Yeah. That was supposed to be Connor Zilich. Zilich was supposed to win that race.
And then Ty Gibbs took each other out, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And you talk about this. This would be the thing people remember. What do you remember when I say 2016 season? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
It's Carl
Edwards. Yeah. And that. So, yeah.
I didn't even think about Jimmy Johnson winning 7. That was
that
first thing I thought of Carl Edwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks for Larson because Larson had a great year. Larson had a great year, and he's never going to.
He did have a great. He should have won the I'm glad he won the championship. He should have won the championship.
Most points. But let's think about this.
He did score the most, and he should. And let's be honest. He should be a multi-time champion by now.
He should.
And I'm glad that we can finally say he is. And Denny sounds like he's going to come back next year. So maybe
I don't think he will ever be the same though. I think
new format.
I don't know, man. He put so much time.
We'll see.
No,
if we keep going, we're going to be talking the next 30 minutes about
Let's move on to our next topic. We got 4 of these left, boys. Power through. You got 4 left. Come on, persevere. Okay, I could be a motivator. Come on.
I'm out of drink now.
I hate you. It was really hard. I
still have my free beer from Michael Massey.
Yeah, that makes me so happy for you, Trey. God bless you. Let's dive on into our next award of this fantastic program, the Paint Scheme of the Year. One of our favorite, probably the most frequent guest that we've had on. He's our good pal, Mr. John Newby.
Where are those
This is a mess. What? Who's there? Who's it? Oh, hey, it's the front stretch, guys. How are you guys doing tonight? I forgot I was supposed to send you the nominations for the best paint scheme of the year. Let's see here. I think I have that in here somewhere. Hold on. Ah, yes, here they go. Okay. So, for this prestigious award. First off, we have Justin Allgaier's Traveler's Whiskey Scheme from the Daytona 500. Good choice. We have Connor Zilich's Red Bull car, always a classic. It's great seeing that car back on track after all these years away from Red Bull. Next up, let's see here. Daniel Suarez's Wendy's Frosty's car. I mean, I always get hungry seeing that thing race around the track. And then finally, Kyle Larson's Kellogg's Throwback Scheme, which is, the Hendrick cars with that sweet Kellogg's font run by Terry Labonte. These are some difficult choices. I'm glad I don't have to come up with them. You guys, good luck. I'm going back to the laboratory.
Can I just say real quick, when I first saw that, I thought it was AI. The like books flying and stuff.
Hopefully
The
you found
production
those.
quality. The production quality in that video.
Yeah.
He also had credit to him. He's been probably our best presenter because last year he gave himself applause. Like he had all the bells and whistles last year too. So credit to John Newby.
Shout out John. We love John. With that being said, the award for Paint Scheme of the Year goes to Kyle Lawson, as Mike Neff likes to call him, Terry Labonte's 2003 Kellogg Throwback. Gentlemen, thoughts?
I wanted
Yeah,
that full car.
It was easy. Yeah.
Same. Red Bull.
Like when you put it out to the crowd, like they're gonna vote for.
Yeah,
Larson.
it was gonna be that one, the nostalgia play. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It was a cool throwback, but
It
like
was.
just the fact that Red Bull scheme is back and
Yeah.
it's always been so simple and so good that it worked.
I think if there was, I like original paint schemes. I do think that Larson's throwback it looked great. I mean, it won Best in Show, so at the throwback weekend, like it was a very beautiful car. It was very nice, even though it only ran like 3 laps before it crashed. But I like the other original paint schemes, and I'm not talking about Red Bull. Suarez's Frosty car, like kind of like an underdog in this sense. That was like, I feel like that was a very unappreciated scheme, like underrated paint scheme. Was very, very appealing. And I personally thought Justin Allgaier's Traveler Whiskey car was the best out of all 4. I know it's like that was a fan favorite, but I love that color. I think that was a great combination of colors, and for a one-off car, I felt
That was
like
a
that
good
made
one,
it a
too.
little bit more special.
I think all
Yeah.
4 were great
I'm gonna
nominees.
say-
I think
All of them, yeah.
I'm gonna piss off 3/4 of this crew here.
Oh, God.
I didn't like the Traveler's Whiskey paint scheme. It's just so bland to me.
Fair.
Like
I mean-
I've thrown up and it's looked better than that.
Ew. Gross.
It's nasty.
anyways, can we move on?
Let's move on. Our next
Frosty
topic
schemes.
from one guy that probably has seen Michael puke before. That being our next presenter for Crew Chief of the Year, the one and the only Mr. Peter.
Hey there, this is Peter Stratta from TSJ Sports, here to present the nominees for 2025 Crew Chief of the Year. Your 4 nominees are Cliff Daniels, Rudy Fugel, James Small, and Chris Gale.
Well, damn, Peter, you could have taken a breath after each one. But shit. Apparently, we're just going as fast as we can.
I think he was in a
Auctioneer.
hurry. I was the one who was reaching out to Peter, and he was like, oh crap, like that's right, I meant to send you those. Let me get that done real fast. And then I think he just like
Cliff Daniels, $1.
raced to
Cliff
his
Daniels,
office. He's like, here are the nominees. He just sent it.
Nominees up right here, set go.
Here you go.
Good Lord, Peter. That's okay, Peter. We still love you. We still, well, we tolerate you. No, we
What's
love
his
you.
name again?
Peter.
Oh,
Trenton, can you?
Perfect. And the nominees and the award for Crew Chief of the Year goes to Mr. Cliff Daniels.
Yeah, just like last year where we gave it to Paul Wolf. Cliff Daniels is the reason Kyle Larson won a championship this year, essentially. I mean, I think Paul Wolf did more last year to give Joey Logano the title, but like Cliff's call, ultimately, the biggest call Crew Chief had to make this year was that 2-tire stop, and he made it. And while Larson executed it, Cliff had to make it. And I think all 4 nominees were close enough, and then the championship kind of is the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I agree with that. But the other person I would have given consideration to is James Small, because he took so much hate when he was Truex's crew chief. And to see him this year, he helped turn Chase Briscoe. Like, he made him better. He turned him into an elite driver in the Cup Series. So that's James Small is another great crew chief this year.
Hey, Alan Gustin should have got a mention for dragging Chase Elliott to relevancy.
Damn.
Oh, boy. So that's Trey Lyle VT. If anybody wants to visit his Twitter.
Damn.
I'm just going to be the opposite of every Chase Elliott fan in the world.
Are you a Chase sexual?
No, I'm the opposite.
Oh, okay.
I'm an anti-Chase.
I want to echo
Chase-phobic.
Massey's point with James Small and that. You want to people talking about like how Chase Briscoe, this felt like a make or break year for Chase Briscoe. Like, if he didn't perform, then what is he doing? Like, he's not, maybe the talent isn't there. How about James Small? I mean, who worked with Martin Truex Jr. Like, this felt like his last chance. I felt like if he didn't do well with Chase Briscoe, or turn it around, like, maybe his opportunity with the 19 car is limited. So great turnout. But yeah, Cliff Daniels. I'd have been very surprised if Chris Gale won this. I'd have been extremely surprised by that, just because of what happened at Phoenix.
He did a great job. He did
do a great job. Like, but that's, you're only as
good as your last grade. He didn't make the wrong call. Like, I don't think he made the wrong call at the end.
If you watch the live reaction between us, Trey, and Mike Neff, we were all watching. We all agreed, he should take 4 tires because that's going to get him the lead. Like,
it was just bad luck. It was just bad luck on the restart.
It just didn't work out. But Cliff Daniels made the call that won a championship, and that pit crew for Kyle Larson once again earned him a championship.
Yeah.
With that being said, let's dive on into our second to last category and probably the most prestigious category, the driver of the...
No, we save our most prestigious one for last. We named it after you.
Alrighty, the second most prestigious one, the Driver of the Year award. The nominees are from the Truck Series, Mr. Corey Heim. From the NASCAR Xfinity Series, now the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, Mr. Connor Zillich. From the NASCAR Cup Series, Mr. Denny Hamlin. And then the NASCAR Cup Series champion, and Mr. Kyle Lawson. And the winner for Driver of the Year goes to... Wow, Mr. Connor Zillich.
Yeah, I think Hamlin and Larson kind of cancel each other out on that.
Okay.
Because they're both in the Cup Series. People are going to have
the first time we nominated 2 non-Cup drivers for this award, I believe.
Wow.
They deserved it. They absolutely deserved it.
I lean Heim because he won the title. I think Heim Heim had the great, the difference is I think Heim had the greatest, you could argue, the greatest individual season in one series we've ever seen in the history of NASCAR. I know it's the Truck Series, but you throw in laps led, wins, every major statistic. The fact that he probably should have won, 3 more races because of luck. I go back to, Homestead, where literally his engine is just failing.
Yep.
And he gets passed late. North Wilkesboro, he gets taken out.
Yep.
He led every race.
Yeah, Heim had the greatest individual season we've seen from one driver in one series maybe ever. So I go Heim.
I think there is argument there in the fact that it was a record-breaking season in terms of wins in the history of the Truck Series. I will say that it was probably the most impressive season in one series in the modern era. We saw some crazy ones beforehand, but I digress. Corey Haim, it was a legendary year for somebody who's so young and, is still making a name for himself, which also kind of makes him not being full-time. If he isn't full-time next year, it makes it even more crazy. But I do want to give the fans some props. Connor Zilic did have a legendary year. There's no doubt about that. The fact that he was a rookie, I think he might have been the most exciting rookie in the Xfinity series that I have seen in a while, and that's really saying something because we've had some really crazy dominant rookies in recent years. And I think he's one that I am the most hopeful out of all of them going into the Cup Series next year to win a race. I think he's going to do it. I think he will win a couple races, as we mentioned earlier in this podcast.
And he had the best transition ovals that we've seen from a guy like this. Like, he won on ovals this year. So,
alrighty, it is the moment you have all been waiting for, the final one of the
Play the
evening,
video.
gentlemen. Are we ready?
This is some of my best work. Please play the clip. We should.
Do we have the clip?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Trey Lyle asked me to record a video for you guys to present one of the nominees for the Front Stretch Awards. And of course, he wanted me to announce the nominees for Brian Nolan Dumbass of the Year. Now,
Yes, sir. It is time for the Brian Nolan Dumbass of the Year award, the best award that anybody could receive. Well, not really, but I mean,
Brian, I have a question for you.
Yeah,
because you weren't on this award show last year, and you got to and you did text us your reaction. But what was your reaction like when you were listening? You're probably mowing some grass, working, maybe raking some leaves. I don't know what you do.
I literally
farming your potatoes.
I literally laughed as hard as I could while I'm like mowing a yard. I'm like, I think I had to stop my lawnmower because I was laughing so hard. Like it was.
I think
so good.
It is one of the best pranks I pulled off.
Oh, it was amazing. I had no idea. It was so good.
Especially, and we'll get inside baseball here. Brian did not send the video properly the first time. Like he sent it very smoothly. And I needed a space, you need to slice it in of him saying his name. So I literally had him send a video of just saying his name. I was like, you forgot, and he did. Hence why there's two angles.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was awesome. That was probably the best prank you've ever pulled on me. So honestly, probably the best prank any of the three of you guys have pulled on me.
I'm just picturing someone in their home watching someone mow their lawn, just hearing them going, "Ah!"
Well, thankfully, my lawnmower is so loud that they probably couldn't hear it. Because I usually do that like once a day, whether it's Fritzy on the Dan Patrick Show, the guys up Pardon My Take, or something from you guys say on Happy Hour if I'm not on, or something. So I'm probably 1 to 2 times a week. So there are probably a couple clients that I have that are literally looking out their window and see me laughing. So,
Joker's back.
Yeah, hey, what can you do? Hey, I'm going to be myself. So, with that being said, here are the nominees for the Brian Nolan Dumbass of the Year award. Chris Wright, Daytona. Could he be a one-time winner of the Brian Nolan
Wouldn't it be Atlanta, too? Didn't he do it the next week, too?
I think so.
He wrecked Malicki the next week, right?
But I'm just reading what was on the sheet.
Okay.
It was Daytona.
Okay. Mr. Big Country, Austin Hill, Indianapolis, wrecking Arik Almirola at Indy. Good old Tyler Dillon, the Las Vegas incident with Bill Byron. And last but not least, Martinsville and Sam Mayer. Mayer got a nice little vacation a week early.
That's smart. He gets an early vacation. I don't know if that's a dumbass move.
Sure. I mean, whatever. With that being said, the winner of the Brian Nolan Dumbass...
You gotta debate it, right?
It's up to you guys. I can't vote since the name...
You know what? We got some time here.
We need to be honest to the fans. We decided this would be the one we pick, still, in honor of it. Mm-hmm. I think it's Austin Hill. He cost himself I don't say he cost himself a championship, but he cost himself actually... racing for a championship.
His teammate won the championship, so you don't know. Maybe they give him that car
because he won Talladega, right? and you think he basically replaces Jesse Love. You think about it, you flip those two cars, like.
Yeah. But here's the thing. It was 3 against 1. Junior Motorsports had to prepare 3 championship cars. Jesse Love, RCR only had to prepare 1 championship car. Half of their resources would have gone to Austin Hill, so it would have been
no, because Love would have made it.
Oh,
Hill would have taken that spot because Love was the last one.
Okay, yeah. Then
remember, Hill won at Talladega.
Oh, wait, was it Quaffle? Was Quaffle the last on points?
No, I think because Jesse Love was that bad, he was the last one on points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go big country.
Because remember, the 21 did make it in the owners' championship.
Yeah,
he
did.
The 1988, and the 7. So.
Yeah. I think that's probably the one. I mean, Chris Wright, he made some dumb moves. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, he got himself fired essentially, so that could be a choice. But I think I would also add to the fact that granted, it's not as bad, but to like sort of. I think the fact you have to add in the fact that at Martinsville he was like, driving, was so adamant about racing with respect, and what we saw tonight, and then he intentionally wrecks someone, and then is so vehemently against it.
When he comes back, he wrecks McDowell,
and then when he comes back, he wrecks McDowell, even though it was just for him being like not giving him any room, and wrecks McDowell. At like the one place where McDowell had like the most traumatic wreck of his career, or one of.
Yeah, I like Austin.
He's a cost the championship.
Yeah.
Right. Dalton.
Pit lane CPT.
I think there are a couple that you could probably take out of the equation. I don't think Ty Dillon is as deserving. To be fair,
it was a mistake.
It was just a mistake. It was a miscommunication between he and his spotter, and other spotters, and
his spotter got fired.
Yeah. Wrong place, wrong time. It was a bad moment. It just cost William Byron a lot of stress. It caused him a lot of stress, I should say. He still got to the Final Four, but he had to win at Martinsville to do it. I think Sam Mayer was pretty silly. That wasn't very smart. You got to learn to control your temper. And I think a lot of that probably just came from the fact that he knew that he just failed to make the Final Four. So he was probably just upset and maybe just looking for somebody to take it out on. But the other two, I think we could. I think there's some justification.
With that being said, are we going to announce a winner?
We should just place in the chat. Take 10 seconds. Place in the chat who you think should win, because we got to vote right now, and then we'll go from there.
Well, damn. Alright, it's unanimous then for the second annual Brian Nolan Dumbass of the Year Award. Please welcome Big Country, Mr. Austin Hill.
I think we're getting an RCR driver on next year.
No, definitely not. Definitely not going to get Big Country.
Y'all should shoot for Austin Hill as your first guest.
I'm down.
That'd be awesome. Hey, give him the trophy. Give him the trophy on it.
Hey, based off his history, he'll give us the bird.
The thing is, like, I've interviewed him. I interviewed him at Bristol in 2019. Massey, that's when we went, right? Or 2021. We going 21? Okay, we went in 2021. He was really nice. He was nice.
Yeah, he's nice away from the racetrack.
Hey, this is the only. I will say this. You know how drivers talk about say it to my face? Austin Hill's someone I might not say it to his face.
I will never forget Austin Hill sending Myatt Snyder into the shadow realm.
Yeah, just absolutely sucker punch out of the blue.
I have never seen somebody fly back in the air through the force of a punch.
Hey, I will say this: if we somehow did a WWE Royal Rumble of NASCAR drivers, Austin Hill's the favorite.
Yes.
Unless they all pick them up together, like they do. Like
I do it. I do have a producer question. Jeffrey Earnhardt or Austin Hill?
Austin Hill.
Jeffrey
Austin
did fight.
Jeffrey's
fought
short.
UFC. He'd have
Austin
to
Hill's
move.
got the size.
Yeah.
That's why you don't.
Country
you don't
strong.
Mix and
It's like
match.
Ryan Newman.
But Jeffrey goes noodling for catfishes in the rivers.
Jeffrey is
but-
also an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
So
True.
there's
If he
argument
got him
for
to the
both.
ground, it's all Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting him to the ground is the problem.
The problem is that Austin Hill has both the weight and the size over
Hey,
Jeffrey.
Speaking of punches, I've seen Ty Gibbs. He threw a mean punch.
Yeah.
I saw it up close. He threw a mean punch.
Speaking of
Again,
Gibbs,
size factor.
Eric Amarola has been known to throw a punch or two. And I wonder if after he got intentionally wrecked, he was ready to swing, and then he saw who did it to him, and he was like, "Never mind."
No, I've got kids. They still need a father.
Nolan, I do want to see you deliver the crew chief award to Cliff Daniels, though.
I'm down.
Trophy.
I am totally down. But that
I would
was
say he missed like half a season the last time he threw a punch, allegedly. So I don't know if he wanted to do that either.
Yeah.
But that was our second annual award show. We will have one more. We will have one more show, and that will be the revenge for Tom Bowles and Jeopardy. Don't know how it's all going to work yet. Yeah, that's probably. We don't know how that's going to work, but we will work. We will find out.
Essentially, I will be hosting again.
Okay. Am I going to be participating this time?
You can. I like my idea that I proposed before the show, which I think.
I mean, that works too. Sure.
I think that'd be the funniest outcome.
I'm down.
But we'll talk about that later. We'll also have podcasts. We don't know exactly what output there will be. Tom, myself, I guess Dalton and Massey are part of that because they're covering the lawsuit. But we will have some audio component with Bringing the Heat and the lawsuit, whether it's every day. We're not sure. We will, but put it this way: December 2nd is the first day.
Yes.
Expect a podcast with Michael Massey and myself come out that night, December 3rd in the morning, reacting to the first day of the lawsuit and so on and so forth. So at least expect that coming down the pipe.
Perfect. For any last words, Mr. Dapper Man, Dalton Hopkins, Michael Massey?
I will just say that this season I don't feel like was as great as 2024.
Agreed.
I feel like we left on a dark cloud over our sport.
Amen.
And we're about to have another one here in 3 weeks. So, and Massey will be there to see it. So, I'll be there slightly after. But yeah, you can expect some content from there. And then our Christmas episode, which I'm sure will be very, very joyous and not depressing at all.
Amen.
Hey, it'll be Jeopardy, so we'll be.
Yeah. Okay. So we've had 2 Jeopardies, right?
Only one.
We've had one every year.
Right. In 23, I won. Who won last year?
I won last year.
Massey, but Tom had the lead. Tom had the lead in both of them. And
He
choked
choked twice?
No, I actually had to lead that.
No, you flip it. Dalton, you weren't here. Wait, you weren't here for the last Jeopardy.
No, I wasn't, but he choked when I won too.
Yeah, he choked away the final Jeopardy both times.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well, gentlemen,
hang on, I'll plug some stuff real quick. First
hurry
off,
it up.
Dalton didn't mention it, but last week he wrote a great article on Brad Keselowski. You should give it a read.
Oh.
Veterans Day.
Brad Keselowski interviewed by Dalton Hopkins.
There you go. And then we put out our staff video game rankings last week as well.
Mm-hmm.
You should look for those on frontstretch.com. NASCAR video game rankings. I'm proud of our staff for how they voted. Say that.
Perfect. For Mr. Dalton Hopkins, Mr. Michael Massey, Mr. Treadlow, I am Brian Nolan. Thank you so much for joining us. This was the 2nd edition of the Front Stretch Awards. Third? Oh, this was the 3rd edition of the Front Stretch Awards. We'll see you next year for the 4th. Thank you. And we'll see you guys in a couple weeks for some Jeopardy. Talk with you guys then.